What kind of person demands a refund for a bad pet while leaving it to starve? The pet store on Maple Street buzzed with its usual hum. Parrots squawking, fish tanks bubbling, and the soft patter of puppy paws. But that afternoon, the air turned electric when Karen stormed in, her voice slicing through the calm like a knife. "This hamster is defective," she bellowed, slamming a small cage onto the counter. Inside, a tiny golden hamster, Tinker, lay curled in a corner, barely moving, its fur dull and matted. Customers froze, eyes darting between Karen and the trembling staff. Her face was a mask of righteous fury, but something about her story didn't sit right with Mia, the store's soft-spoken manager. Karen's complaint was loud and specific. Tinker was lazy, boring, and not worth the $20 she'd paid. She demanded a full refund and a replacement pet, her manicured nails tapping impatiently. Mia, trained to handle even the most irate customers, leaned closer to the cage. Tinker's ribs were visible, his water bottle bone dry. "Ma'am," Mia said carefully, "when did you last feed him?" Karen's eyes narrowed. "That's not the point. He's defective. I want my money back." Her voice rose, drawing more stares. Mia's gut churned. This wasn't just a tantrum. Something was wrong. Mia excused herself and called over Jake, the store's vet tech, who had a knack for reading animals like open books. Jake knelt by the cage, his face darkening as he examined Tinker. "This hamster's starving," he whispered to Mia. "No food, no water for days, maybe longer." Mia's heart sank, but she kept her composure. Karen, sensing scrutiny, doubled down. "Don't you dare blame me. I followed your stupid care sheet." She waved a crumpled pamphlet, but her defensiveness cracked. Her eyes flickered to the side, avoiding Tinker's frail form. Mia smelled a lie, and she wasn't about to let it slide. The truth began to unravel when Jake pulled up Karen's purchase record from the store system. She bought Tinker 2 weeks ago, along with a bag of hamster food and a water bottle. But something else caught Jake's eye, a time-stamped note from the adoption process. "Wait," he said, loud enough for nearby customers to hear. "You signed a care agreement, ma'am. It says you provide daily food and water." "Did you?" Karen's face flushed, but she snapped, "Of course I did. You're just covering for your shoddy animals." That's when an unexpected voice piped up from the crowded teenage girl, Emma, who'd been browsing fish tanks. "I know her," Emma said, stepping forward. "She's my neighbor. I saw her toss that hamster food bag in the trash the day she got it." Gasps rippled through the store. Karen's jaw tightened, but she scoffed. "That's ridiculous. You're lying." Emma, unfazed, pulled out her phone and showed a time-stamped photo, a trash bin with a familiar pet store bag, unopened, dated the day of Karen's purchase. The crowd murmured, and Karen's confidence wavered. Mia seized the moment. "Ma'am, we have security footage of every adoption consult. Should we check it?" Karen's bravado crumbled, her hands fidgeting. She hadn't expected a teenager's photo, a store's records, and a crowd now glaring at her. The confrontation escalated as Mia and Jake laid out the facts. The care agreement Karen signed was clear. Neglect was grounds for refusing refunds and reporting to animal welfare. Jake's voice shook with anger as he described Tinker's condition: dehydration, malnutrition, and stress that could have killed him. "This isn't a bad pet," he said, pointing to the cage. "This is neglect." Karen tried to interrupt, claiming the store sold her a sick animal, but Mia wasn't having it. She pulled up the adoption footage on a tablet, showing Karen nodding as a staff member explained Tinker's care needs. The video was damning. Karen had smirked, muttering, "Yeah, whatever," before rushing out with the cage. The crowd's mood shifted from shock to outrage. An older man in a baseball cap muttered, "Some people shouldn't have pets." Karen, cornered, lashed out. "This is a setup. You're all against me." She grabbed the cage, as if to storm out, but Jake stepped in front of her. "You're not taking him," he said firmly. "He's suffering, and we're reporting this." Karen's eyes widened, but the fight was draining from her. She'd been exposed, her lies unraveling in front of a growing audience. Then came the twist no one saw coming. Emma, the teenager, revealed she'd been fostering rescue hamsters for a local shelter. "I'll take him," she said, her voice steady. "I know how to care for him." The crowd erupted in applause, and Karen's face burned with humiliation. Karen's downfall was swift. Mia called animal welfare services while Jake gently took Tinker's cage to the back for immediate care. Karen, now silent, tried to slip out, but the crowd's stares followed her. She demanded a refund, expecting to bully her way through, but instead, she'd been outed as the problem. The store filed a report, and word spread fast. By evening. Local pet groups on social media were buzzing with the story. Karen's name became synonymous with neglect, a cautionary tale for anyone tempted to treat a living creature like a disposable toy. Tinker, meanwhile, found a new home with Emma. Under her care, he began to recover, his fur regaining its shine, his energy returning. The store posted updates, turning Tinker's story into a rallying cry for responsible pet ownership. Mia and Jake, shaken but proud, tightened their adoption screening process, ensuring no animal would end up with someone like Karen again. The community rallied around them, donating supplies and sharing Tinker's progress. In the end, Karen's demand for a refund cost her more than $20. It cost her pride, her reputation, and any chance of walking into that store again. Tinker's survival was a small but powerful victory, proof that truth and compassion could outshine entitlement. What do you think? Where does the line fall between holding people accountable and showing mercy? Share your thoughts.